Hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Language Messenger. And for those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator, you're very welcome here too. Well, friends, how are you? I always have, that's my first question. How are you? I hope all the time that's my first question because I'm interested in knowing how things are going with you. Please feel free to comment and share your thoughts. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in your world. I know that right now, last week I had this amazing week. I was so excited. And of course, the Phoenix came to the forefront, channeling the Phoenix. And one has to think, well, we channel all the time. Why do we need to have a specific collective? But that is happening for a specific reason and for a time and space, and who knows how that evolves, right? So, for those of you who didn't know, last week I brought to the forefront my collective, and they are called the Phoenix. So this is who I channel, and we bring in messages for the collective. 3 weeks ago I didn't think I was going to be saying that. We bring in messages and we work with all of you to make sure that you're getting what you need and you're resonating with things. Now, I know that's kind of confusing because I was doing that anyway. I was working with the dragons to do that, but this time in particular, we have these ninth dimensional Arcturian beings that are working, that have come to the forefront. They've worked with me for a long, long time. I just did not know that they were called the Phoenix. I didn't know that perhaps this is where we've evolved to, so they can have a name. Yes. And now this is what we come to, and this is where we are going to in the future, or who we're going to be working with in the future, from here on and into the future, for however long this is necessary. Okay. Are you finding that things are so fluid at the moment? There's a lot of energy. I had some energy shifts on the weekend that has never happened to me in that way before. I've had energy shifts. Like, for example, I've had a time when I'm feeling a little bit like, I went backward and forward, meaning that I shifted a little bit, but not where I suddenly felt like I had this vertigo where the whole floor around me was moving. So I had a couple of those experiences over the weekend. But I also had Saturday that I just felt really like I just wanted to cry all the time, and I didn't know what it was all about. So yeah, that's new for me. The crying is new for me because I don't cry often. And that's just me. I don't cry often. I have, when things are happening in my world that is traumatic, yes, traumatic, that is traumatic or upsetting or whatever. I find different ways to process it rather than crying, but that was my experience. Now, I have got a card today, which I've been remiss in bringing up on the screen before coming to recording, and I'm just going to bring it up. We will definitely have our cards. I'm supposed to be getting my Golden Future cards coming in today, I was told, but actually, I got the Golden Future cards quite some time ago. I ordered them, and they're supposed to be here at the beginning of March, and now it's meant to be the 19th of March, and well, it hasn't been delivered yet, but anyway, we'll see. It's probably still early enough to have a delivery before 6 o'clock this evening. Right, so I brought my card up there. This card was given to me when I was tuning in on the weekend, and it's an amazing card, and I hope that it's okay, this card, because it's kind of showing a bit of nudity, but not quite. And it's a number 47 card, which the number is 11, and the card is called Stepping Through. So so today's numerology, no, that's actually the numerology for the day is a 12, which then comes down to a 3. So it's not even going to match the numerology, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to match the numerology, right? So the card comes from this oracle card deck, Beyond Lemuria. And it is the oracle card deck, as many of you know, is by Izzy Ivy. And I just want to see what this message is comes through for us today. It was a card that was given to me. It was highlighted in a big way, and I thought I've just got to share the message of this. And I think it's going to be quite apt. Let's share the screen and we'll bring it up. All right, here we are. This is the card. Just going to try and increase the size of the screen so we can have it completely there. It's called, now I really love this card. It's called Stepping Through. And I'm just encouraging you to take a look at this card. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to turn musician's mode on. Oh, there we go. So friends, how are you feeling? Like, really, how are you feeling? I like looking at this card because I'm going to say that I'm going to bring to the forefront my feelings for the last few days. And I got my collective, and like I said in with the last 2 videos I put up, I felt so in love, and I still am in love, but I just suddenly started to get to a position of freaking out about it, because I was like, oh my gosh, how are we going to be okay bringing messages through and all of that. And I know why this was the 3rd card that I was given, because perhaps my squad and spirit knew I would be here. Of course they would know that I'd be feeling these things, that I'd be feeling the knocks of this, feeling the bewilderment of things, feeling like, how do I navigate life, feeling like I was going to go back into that illusion of suffering and pain, and they knew that I'd need this. Now, looking at this picture, there are inks on the body of this image, right? It looks like it is the image of what I can see, that of a female. Remember, Lemuria there was so much fluid. I would refer to Lemuria as being a fluid energy. And so, looking at that bird up there, I was listening to something earlier that talked about the blue jays, and I don't really know what the blue jay looks like. I might look at it now. See, there's a bird above there. There's energy coming out of the hands, and what looks like light language to me, by the way, looking at that. The butterflies are blue, and in the little bubbles you've got hearts, and the different shades of the color of the heart. And then you've got a sacred geometry where the heart chakra is. You've got crystals coming out there, and it's such a beautiful picture. And you've got all this energy, that looks like smoke and water. Look at this here is coming out of the hair, this beautiful creature's hair. There's the 3rd eye that's so fluid. There's water. It looks like it's water and crystal and diamond coming out of it. There's stars. There's amazing things. And she is standing in a feet. The root chakra is encased in a lotus flower. And there is so much going on in this picture. There is such a Kali energy about it. There is such a goddess energy about it. There's such a lot of divine feminine energy about this beautiful creature. And look, the eyes are closed. It's almost like in the Zen position. And I know right now there's a lot of energy coming through. There's a lot of stuff going on. Stuff that even if you're trying to stay out of it, but because we're human, and because we have our human aspects and our human needs, we are still being affected by it, right? Because just go supermarket shopping, for example, and just go get the groceries and see how it feels in the energy in the supermarket. People are constantly, like, I was at the supermarket this morning, and there were all these people in there, but there was one person that couldn't finish his shopping because he was feeling faint and he needed to leave the place. He took a chance. He's an older gentleman, and he took a chance to come out and do the shopping because normally he does online, and he just felt a bit faint, and we had to attend to him, get a chair for him to sit down on, and then he left the place. Now, that could be because of a physical thing and because of the age of the person, but the energy in the supermarket was so tense. It was quiet. People were shopping. They were thinking. They're looking at. You can actually see the stance and the look on the face and the eyes where they're calculating inside the mind. Can I buy that? How much do I get of that? There's an intensity of calculation going on in that supermarket. Now, these days, I used to enjoy supermarket shopping, by the way. I used to love it because I read the ingredients. Do I want that? I used to take my time about it. And then we got to like 2018 and I started dreading it, and started dreading it only because I was so busy that shopping for myself, I didn't have time to shop for food because of the busyness and the rush I was constantly in. So that when I went into the supermarket, I was constantly rushing, and I was like, I don't actually like this anymore, And then I did the online shopping, and then those online shopping has its drawbacks too, especially if you're doing food shopping online. Anyway, come back to this spot, and to this place of energy, right? The other thing I noticed was I went today to do online shopping and I wanted organic chicken. Now, I got my organic chicken online, but the only time that I can get my organic chicken is in 2 weeks' time because they're all booked out. Right, so whilst I'd like to have my chicken, I can only get it that way ahead. Now, I'm sort of thinking that's okay, and I'm not going to complain about it. After all, I haven't had chicken for quite a few weeks, and I've done without it, so I'm okay with that, So why do I talk about this? I talk about this because these are the real things happening in my world that's causing my energy to be a little bit flustered. And sometimes, my energy is flustered because I don't really know why. Maybe because I'm starting to come to the realization of what is actually causing me to feel a bit dysfunctional, causing me to feel like my energy is overspent, or that I'm getting these light codes coming down, and there's such a combination of things. And when I get these light codes coming down, my body is trying to transmute and assimilate to those light codes, and so it's all over the place, right? But I want you to come back. If you're feeling like me and if you're feeling that energy, I want you to please look at this creature. Look at what it is. It looks like there's water in here because there's water on the third eye. So the third eye is fluid. There's light language. I think even the light language might be part of the inks on the body. The feet is encased in the lotus, and this feet, although it's standing at the legs and the body are at an angle, she's still grounded in the earth or in the sea, because it's like water under her and she's grounded. She's standing despite all the energy and the bubbles around her. It's almost like she's got a level of being underwater, but she's still standing. And she's not standing straight, she's standing at an angle. But all of this zen is going on. There's language coming out of their hands. There's energy coming out of their hands. Out of the palms. There's energy coming out of the third eye. There's energy coming out of the feet. There's all this amazing energy going on here. And it's called stepping through. Stepping through. Stepping through. Nemasa fenet ele coronats kinamo foro chiama kotai. Irababa ko foranat supeko topo coronata tataro natikuro toto to foranate karo samara takarachila titotofoho. The little description of this card says, follow your heart, dream big, stepping through something that has been holding you back. The threshold, starting new projects, self-belief. It is all possible. The load less traveled. The road less traveled. I said the load here. The load needs to be released. And the last word in that group of words is trust. Let's take a moment to breathe before I read from the book, friends. And then we're going to bring the phoenix in because I feel like they are here. Korona klete, klumata kara. Your feet firmly planted on the ground. Take a deep breath. We're going to take three deep breaths where we breathe in through the nose and we take that breath all the way to the bottom of the belly, and then you bring it back up. And if it's easier for you to take it all the way down to your feet and ground your feet into the earth. Then do that. And then when you bring the breath back up, just pause at the torso. Hikariko Yamayo Hikaru Hiraruku Hikarakoro Kirarira Kituru Magutu Farane Jili Bigudumo Jumadare yo. Yeah, go ba ya ba bo go ra 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 ri go ra 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 le 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 lo lo giti la 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 no 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 shalom hey hey oh come out to four. And then you'll take that breath after you've paused at your torso and looked into your third eye, and you breathe it out through your mouth and kita maito 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 maito. And when you breathe it out, breathe everything out and try to keep that breath out. And then when you cannot keep it out anymore, then you breathe it back into your body. Breathe the breath back, breathe the air back into your body, and then do that process. Now, I know I didn't count 3 and I haven't counted 3. I haven't done the count down, but the energy is really rife. I feel this heat going through my left eye. Perhaps somebody is receiving something through the left eye with a karamatu koroma katavarana chikoro danamatu koramaito domanajudo gadadaraisha. Oh, my heart chakra is so warm right now. Korabahi kubaranato faranahe koranate tato mataka. Okay, let's count 1, 2, 3. Very soon I'll count it and then we'll go through. That's what I'm going to do, all right? And you're going to breathe on your own. I'll put myself on mute whilst I breathe anyway. I cannot find myself. Oh, there we are. I found it. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, breathe, and I'm muting myself whilst you do that. Well, friends, yamaro no kochi arani ko tomara hai toko foranaha. Yo hiku ai kihamo korama hitso natsia. Now we'll read this message for the fact that we want to bring the message in. Tomaraki meke samaru kutamai itsa aiko. We are here. We are the phoenix. We are here. Mukomaika maiko mai namaiko maika maiko maiko maika aiko kamaya tomaya mayumo mai. So we're going to read from the book. Stepping through from the book. The card is stepping through, and it says, step in and step up all those dreams or projects you've been putting off. Now is the time to start. Even if it is just one small element of the bigger picture. Although Just Do It has been coined by a commercial brand, it is one of my fundamental mantras. This is Izzy Ivy saying. Just Do It is one of her fundamental mantras. She says, we will always have myriad reasons why today isn't the day, but remember, opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor, according to H. Jackson Brown Jr. When you start something, talk about it. Take consistent steps to actualize it, and you will see it take on a momentum of its own. Oh, wow, this is so for me, friends. It is so for me. Rose, the physical Rose, it is so for her in terms of the phoenix. The right people, places, and opportunities will magnetize, and it will start to come together. Don't be afraid to fail. The success we see around us has come from perseverance. Falling and getting back up again is part of the journey. Focus on your energies and commit to seeing your vision become a reality. You are human, so set reasonable expectations and know that when you apply yourself, you can make amazing things happen. Building a dream can seem overwhelming, but if you break it down and make a plan, you will gracefully find a way through. You might be able to manage most aspects of a project, and it is great to have an incentive to learn more skills. But it doesn't mean you need to do it on your own. Whatever you are aiming to achieve, there are people out there with the tools, skills, and energy you may be missing. Look at the bigger picture and delegate. A mentor, people, or a similar journey, I'll say it again, a mentor, people on a similar journey, or an accountability buddy can be wonderful supporters and allies. Following your dreams is fulfilling and empowering, but as it is often a path less traveled, you may need to plot your own course or invent a way through. Also, consider what kind of lifestyle you would like, and know this may change and evolve as you do. Here's another saying coming up. What you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. This was said by John Anster, inspired by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. The divine meaning of this card is, this time is now. No more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you have been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside your comfort zone, but that is where the magic happens. Take a leap, my friend, take a leap. Combine your intuition with a plan of action. Break it down and trust the puzzle will come together piece by piece to the courageous act of making a start. Now let's breathe again. Let's practice a breath again. Take as many as you need, because we are going to bring in some light language to transmute that. Kirama kulama khokrat You're just going to breathe again. 1, 2, 3. Hikamala lelo dorora kita maroto corona te taparana hichilla lelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelelel nata ikutarara kichala tukora te karata tutokate meke chalkatana nere jiramam. Shakrana corona cravatu tutokula salamate kala tota ila ye la 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 maya. Hua ya o la le la la kula la 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 la. Ikanana chile la 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 majuara ktarorata come. Iuknea uya vuknara rama vunjalido. Hikaraketo marokta la 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 cha. We're clearing, friends. Yo, kitena mazugura di do vikata do vik do vakanu to vik to the cross to Ilolali chila la 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 maya do I boy Ikurama fwa flale do da flat flale no flavo kinanze Akerama karamatsova Hakeramatsiman salachitlan zolayo motanatia. We're just clearing the space. We've had some incense burning. Inamo korona kaba ikudo do ba ketuno kurotai. Wo da de da ba do ba de da ba do da da ba de do da ba de na 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 do na 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 no ja. Kuma malelelelelelot na lelama kiu. Okay, Kola make a dana kit no fired, no kavite no fired, no no to franai. Here, mama, la 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 la. Yela la 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 mbora la 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 na 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 do. O kavala kuana we yarana maho mama na maha. Kiarama kotena ne karane chepara na tio. Ari korona tapai na korota tata farana kochana maha. Yigabaro tonight. Orona ditana turana tatarama to corona te paro do torona kita ito tarana to farana kito to roma ta faina to. Akira kurona kira faiketa dorona be aluru tanai kita nana kita dama chekada da titema. Gora lila Iano chiamara no na chiama tutoro no totoro no te tatarana tai la lelo ayam Chiarama kumara na 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 Stakrada slakstafrona to mai So you'll notice a blue bird here. This is the blue jay. I had a message earlier today about the blue jay, and I'll just see this bird in here, and I think it's the blue jay. And the blue jay is a bird that is native to eastern North America. It lives in most of the eastern and central United States. Some eastern populations may be migratory. Resident populations are also in Newfoundland, Canada. Breeding populations are found across southern Canada. It breeds in both deciduous and coniferous forests and is common in residential areas. Yeba kutrana itona kareto raketana roro kuto morata tata farana hituko. Males and females are similar in size and plumage, which is unusual. And akaramoto morokatama kiramakoto, because more normally in the bird collective, we have males are always better looking than the females. Sima corona are more striking than the females, but tehoron kofene te karana chionon corona. We're just going to find out what is the blue jay bird's spiritual meaning. A blue jay, I'm reading from Google, and I just read now from Wikipedia. The blue jay's spiritual meaning. What does it mean when you see a blue jay? Blue jays symbolize... They relate to everything from strength to confidence to communication, depending on the context in which you see them. For some, these birds had the reputation of being, being loud and aggressive and mean. I can't read the rest of that, my friends, but is it possible that it means you need to be loud and bold? Because the other word for aggressive is bold, in how you now take on projects, how you respond to your projects where you have been indecisive and not addressing the projects that are sitting there unfinished for you. Or when new things are coming and you're saying that can't be me, you say to yourself, it can't be me, I don't think that's me. Here we are, we're reading from WikiHow. Blue jays are a message from the spirits to be confident. A blue jay's strong and bold spirit is unlike any other birds. They sing with their beaks held high, which may be a sign for you to do the same. Take the blue jay as a message from the spirits to own your worth, to have what it takes to succeed. I cannot say that any better when I think about how it aligns with this message of stepping through. We're going to stop sharing now. Friends, if you can find this card online, because I know that it is, look at it. Read the messages. There's light language written in the inks on the body. There's light language written in the smoke coming out of these palms here. Think about the power. Think about that power that sits within you in the palm of your hands, the things that you haven't taken action on, the things that your hands have not gone ahead and done. Whether it is typing out, writing your book, whether it is speaking with your voice, whether it is finishing a project, what is it? Whether it is speaking up for yourself. We have a lot of strong Lemurian energy here today. If you listen to the light language, it is quite tribal. And we want you to know that the Lemurians, New Zealand has the Lemurian energy to it. Australia, New Zealand, in the Pacific, we have got the Lemurian energy. Not only is it in Mount Shasta, and not only is it in Hawaii, it's also here. So the Lemurians, Kuromai kite parano kuchema kite farana kietso farana tsokramai shalata thofare kito tofarai tufaina kalai kitorona shelama kito ale samale lelelulukana kulota tata borona kovicete periskoto keskaramato faranahi zabarana kayofona. Take a good look at her. She's got the energy, the Kali energy. She's got the divine feminine energy. She's got the energy of the goddesses. There is heart chakra here. There is the butterfly. They are the butterflies. These are for transformation. Are you wanting to tune into your light language? Is that it? Is that why we've got Damarokunakata? Is that what you're thinking? Your light language will empower you. Your light language will take away any programming, any doubt, any remnants of the ego that prolongs there to prevent you from progressing. Your light language will come through and it will rescue you. rescue is probably not the right word, but it will bring meaning to the things that you're finding difficult to say in the words that you speak your regular language with. I'm gonna stop sharing now, friends. Remember that you can pause, and you can pause the videos to the picture and to look and have a really good look at that image we're putting up there. And thank the universe for the talents and skills and the imagination of somebody like Izzy Ivy, who can bring that to life. Thank you so much for watching, friends. And I will put a link to the Etsy store that I have of my own now, so that you can, if you're thinking you need some support with your light language, as well as using your light language for healing and invoking messages from the dragons, by all means, see what's available for you. And if it resonates with you, obviously it must resonate with you. If it resonates with you to contact me for a consultation, please feel free, then do so. Karama kitono karamasto farana hechelema kutana ketatata farana. So purakate farana, as your feet are firmly planted on the ground, my friends, I encourage you to come back. Kalameto. Sorry that I talked about the Etsy store before asking you to come back, but I just kind of felt that it was apt to say that. Have a lie down, but make sure. I say have a lie down because I feel like I need to have a lie down. But if that's what you need to do, then do it. But also make sure you go out in nature. Ooh, that's not boredom, that's clearing. Thank you so much for watching here on both the Light Language Messenger channel and the Great Awakening Generator. And thank you so much for we are the Phoenix. I am the Phoenix. Namaste. I'll catch you next time. Keep reaching for the stars.